5Motion uses groups and locations to organize your devices into manageable clusters. So let's get started. We'll go to the top menu and click on Locations. By default, it comes with the group harmony and the location staging. If you don't have a lot of organization that needs to be done, if you only have one location or one device, you could leave it this way if you wanted to. But if you have more organization that needs to take place, let's go ahead and add a location. So we'll click Add Location, and we'll give it a descriptive name. Depending on the size of your organization, you may want to go by time zone, you might want to go by city, maybe even continent or country if you have a very large organization. I will just simulate a larger organization by saying that this location is in New York. And then I'll leave new group selected, but you could select an existing group if you wanted to. And I'll call it Eastern after the time zone. So now I'll be creating a location, New York, in the group Eastern. Hit save, and there you go. Now you see I have this new group, Eastern, and a new location, New York. And now we can do some additional housekeeping. If you double click on your location, New York, you see that you have some settings you can apply. You can add geographic information, street address, and postal code and time zone. And that will help with the built-in widgets on the player to let the weather and news and that sort of thing be localized, but it'll also help your devices show up on the map on your dashboard. The top tab, Scheduling. If you had schedules built, you could apply them globally to this entire location, and all of the devices will inherit that setting. I don't have any schedules built, but you could see that there's a Harmony default demo schedule, and you could just leave that. You could check that box, and now it's applied to those devices. I'll get rid of that. Up top, if you have specific settings you want to apply to everything at this location, you could set all of your players to landscape or portrait. If you had audio devices, you can set your crossfade and normalization settings here, and it will be applied globally to all the devices at this location. You can do the same thing with syncing. As you saw in a previous video, you can set the synchronization specifically on each device, or you can apply that setting globally here. The remote and touch panel settings are an exclusive feature. You got to contact us for details on that. If you want to add a device to this new location, just double click on the device, and in the section here labeled Group and Location, I would just choose my new group, Eastern, and the location, New York, and that's it. Now, Lobby 1, the device I configured in an earlier video, is now part of the New York location in the Eastern group, and it will get all of its settings from that New York location.